southpaw. That's when that big left kick.
Tremendous confidence. The reason why that happens is look.
Ray Charles, I ain't never seen a bitch I need. Fuck that, I don't need no skis. It's so many rich niggas fucking bitches for free. If a nigga want pussy, make him pay that fee.
Welcome back, guys. Jordan and Adrian here, back to present you UFC Fight Night, Fight Island 4, Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana. 11 fights on this card tonight. Well, tomorrow night, actually. Let's start it off. First fight of the night, Jason Ayari versus Luigi Vendaramini. Both of these guys pretty much new to the UFC. Let's start off with Jason Ayari. He's his UFC debut. He won split decision to Jim Wallhead. No idea who that is. Decent loss to Darren Till and Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
So 1-2 inside the UFC. He's fought in tough opponents. He's been taken down. He's been rocked. And looking at the Brazilian fighter Luigi Vendaramini, his nickname's actually the Italian Stallion, but he fights out of Brazil. He is actually 0-1 in the UFC. This is his second fight. He got viciously knocked out by Zaleski dos Santos. What are you going to say, Jordan?
So looking at it here, none of these guys have ever been submitted. Actually, Luigi has never even been attempted to be getting taken down. Taken down is 33% for Jessen, so that means he's defended 33% of his takedowns, and then I guess got taken down the other 67%. So
not looking too hot.
Yeah, not looking too hot, but I mean, Justin Irie fought Darren Till and fucking Stevie Ray, and those both dudes are solid.
Yeah. Both of these guys haven't fought in the last 2 years.
Check this out. Luigi's never finished anybody. Every fight that he's fought went to decision. So
in the UFC.
Yeah, in the UFC. So I'm going to go.
It's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Ayuri.
It's a tough one. Ayuri, yeah, this big German guy, Abacus, is his nickname here.
No, I'm pretty sure Vendaramini or whatever, Luigi. I think he's never wanted. I think he's won the decision every time. Besides his knockout loss. Is that that's
No, that's him. That's Luigi. He's
Luigi?
he's won. He's got a couple wins by finishes, but the finishes that have happened, the guys have been 0-1, 0-2, 6-3. 0-0. Guys making their debuts. Guys that probably stopped fighting after they fought him. So it's not as impressive. I think overall, Jason Ayari has fought better competition and is a little bit more experienced inside the octagon. That's why I'm going to go with Jason Ayari by decision here.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what mine. I'm going over Jessine
Ayari.
Over 2.5.
Over 2.5. Okay, second fight, exciting. Two prospects here. Casey Kenny.
I love him.
Really good fighter. Really good ground game. Really good submission. Artist. As we can see, what he did to Louis Smolka with the one-arm guillotine, which was pretty impressive. Kind of reminds me of who's that one guy? Bryce Mitchell. Very similar style. Very similar style fighters. On the other hand, here we have the Mongolian Knight Hieli Alatang, Chinaman, fighting out of I don't see the gym here, but definitely a Chinese fighter, Inner Mongolia. Those guys are tough as fucking nails, and they come hard and they come swinging. He's currently on a 2-fight winning streak in the UFC, beating Ryan Benoit, who recently just got smoked by Tim Elliott. I think, Tim Elliott. And Dana Battergrell.
Nobody's.
Who knows who this guy is?
That Casey Kenny fought. I mean, this shouldn't even arguably be. Casey Kenny's winning this fight. This is one of my locks for the night.
Yeah, Casey Kenny has ran through the division, even in LFA.
And look who he's lost to. He's lost to Merab Devilishi.
That's his only loss, yeah.
Who's on a tear. No, he's lost to
Adam Antolin in the Contender Series, but that was
Yeah.
like 4 years ago. So we can
And
let
he's
him
beat
slide.
Brandon Royval, who just beat the shit out of what's his name?
Kara
France. He's beating Ray Borg, Manny Bermudez, Louis Smolka. I mean, this guy's. I mean, Casey Kennedy's a lock for me.
It's easy. It's easy to say that.
I'm going Casey Kennedy money lines. I mean, what are the lines? Right now?
I believe it's minus 320 actually for Casey Kenny, but I see some books coming in at minus 280, minus 260. So there's value there. Definitely
absolutely.
put your money on him in a parlay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Kenny.
Casey Kenny by decision, in my opinion. We're gonna go with the third fight here. Loma Luka Boom versus Jin Yoon Frey, a women's MMA. Take it away, Jordan.
Oh man, you're giving me the worst one. Luma Lunkabo, I haven't seen Jin Yu. These names are crazy. Jin Yu Frey, never seen her fight. She's beautiful. I mean, she won my heart. But Loma Lunkabumi or whatever, I've seen her fight. She looks slow. She's very aggressive. She's forward going, never on the back foot. I saw her fight Angela Hill. That's the last fight I saw her fight. She's always forward. She's never backwards. Her and Angela Hill was a good fight, but Angela Hill tagged her up, man. And then I also saw her fight Albu. That was a split decision. I thought Albu personally won that fight, but I mean, I think the judges got it wrong. Oh man, I'm burping up Arabic food. But to me, I'm going. I'm gonna have to go. Can you go to the who's Jen Hu fought?
Jin Yu Frey is 0-1 inside the UFC, losing to a triangle armbar versus Kay Hansen. Has some questionable losses to questionable opponents.
Yeah.
Lost to the same girl twice, Ayaka Hamasaki. Doesn't look good. Arguably shouldn't be inside the UFC. She loses.
Yeah,
she has a 3-fight
Lomo
contract.
Lakbuni, she's not really a submission artist, but I think she's more of a Muay Thai fighter. She's known for her Muay Thai.
I like Luka Boom because of the
absolutely.
younger fighter.
Luka Boom, going into the fight with Angela Hill, that was the big question: was can Angela Hill deal with her Muay Thai? Because Luka Boom is known for her Muay Thai. I watched the videos of her doing Muay Thai fights before the Angela Hill fight, and I thought Angela Hill was going to lose that fight. And then Luke Boomy looks slower. She looks sluggish, but I mean, I'm going Luke Boomy for sure by decision.
Yep. Quick and easy. Just want to touch on a few things here before we move on to the next fight. There's a little bit of a reach advantage for Jin Yoon Frey, 3 inches. She's a little bit of a taller girl, but I think the age is where it really becomes a problem here. And she's apparently better in BJJ. That's her strongest point, and she lost to a triangle armbar to Kay Hansen. So this is why we're gonna pick Luka Boom to just pick her apart in the distance, really work that Muay Thai, work those kicks, body kicks, leg kicks, and just pick her apart from range by decision. Luka Boom by decision. Moving on to the fourth fight of the night here. I believe this is going to be the fight of the night. Jordan Williams versus Nazardine Imavov.
Hey, wow, what a fight.
Jordan Williams coming out here crazy, knocking out a fucking RoboCop in his Contender Series win. Gregory Rodriguez, if you haven't watched it, it's a great knockout. I suggest you take a look at that footage. But he fought in the Contender Series 3 times. First one, he beat the shit out of this guy, Tim Karan. Then he tested positive for weed, so it became a no contest, which is bullshit because now you could smoke weed in the UFC. But regardless, second fight.
Bellator, wow.
He came back in Bellator, beat Diego Herzog, easy opponent, ran through him, came back into the Contender Series in 2019, lost a very close split decision to Ramazan Gomedov, who is still, I don't think he's in the UFC either, but yeah, he's still on a tear. So we're gonna see him soon. But yeah, Jordan Williams, very nasty boxing, very nasty, quick hands, great striker. He actually weighed in, I think, at like 182 pounds, which is 4 pounds lighter than the max weight that they allow, which is surprising to me.
Who did that last week and they ended up fucking looking really good and won? Who was it last week that we watched the weigh-ins and they were a few pounds less and they were all predicting him to lose. There was that 2 weeks ago when he knocked out the guy in the first round. Who was that, bro? Come on, you know, dude. Come on,
I have no idea,
dude. Now I gotta look.
We're going to move on. We're going to look at the other side here. The Russian sniper, Nasruddin Imavov. He originally from Dagestan, but he's been fighting out of France in the past 10 years. This guy's an absolute beast, too. A lot of first-round finishes on his record. Has a questionable loss in 2017 to my Polish brother, Michał Michalski. But overall, since then, he's been on an absolute tear, destroying all of his opponents. This is going to be primarily a stand-up fight. They're just going to be standing and banging the whole time. But I have to side with my guy, Jordan Williams. I think he just has the power. He's just devastating hands and speed, and I think it's going to crush Imavov. And I'm going to look for Jordan Williams to get a finish in the second round. What do you think, Jordan?
Reach weight identical. Southpaw Orthodox.
Imavov is 3 inches taller, but doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the reach. I'm actually, Jordan Williams, I'm pretty sure he's been knocked out before. He's been knocked out for sure.
He has.
When was he knocked out?
Dwight Grant.
Yeah.
That's a decent knockout loss. That's a decent loss.
Dwight Grant's, he's a good fighter. But I'm going to go the other side, man. I can't bet against the Russian side, bro. I mean, these Russian dudes are looking like fucking dogs. So I'm going with the younger fighter, and 25 years old. He's probably improving more than, a 29-year-old man who's been in the sport longer. So I'm going Imavov.
Just want to touch on this. This fight was at welterweight, and since that knockout to Dwight Grant, Jordan Williams moved up to his natural weight, which is 185. So
let me see all these guys go up and kill it. The Gastelums, the fucking Whitakers. So
yeah,
Darren Tills.
Alrighty,
yeah, definitely.
First fight on different sides for the night. We're gonna move on to the fifth fight, another exciting one. Charles Jourdain versus Josh Coulibaly.
Oh, Jourdain all day, baby.
I'm gonna let you take this one away first, Jordan.
Huh?
I'm gonna let you take this one away first.
All right, yeah. So the other dude has no chance. That's gonna. I mean, lost to Jalen Turner. Besides that,
was an extreme size difference mismatch.
Yeah,
this Jalen Turner looked like 2 weight classes higher than him. It was crazy.
This dude's okay. He's an average fighter, not great or anything. Not
hasn't
bad or
really
anything.
fought anybody good.
But I mean, Jourdain, I'm so big on him. I mean, when I watched the fight against Duo Choi, he fucking laid the brakes on that dude. And I thought Duo Choi was going to be an up-and-comer.
Yeah.
You know what? He lost to Andre Fili. No, he didn't lose to Andre Fili. He had a war with, what's his name?
He did lose to Andre Fili.
No, but...
Duo Choi?
Yeah, no, he did lose to Andre Fili, but he lost to somebody else, too, I'm pretty sure.
Jeremy Stevens.
No, Cub Swanson. That was a war. That was the fight of the year that year. Well,
yeah.
What year was that? I was in the Army.
2016.
2016. Yeah, I remember watching that fight. It was like he fucking just back and forth.
Shout out the troops.
But either way, I'm going Charles Jourdain. I think he's going to get the finish, man. I mean, this dude's aggressive. He's a dog. He's got power in his hands. Good boxing. I mean, he's lost to Andre Fili, but I think he was winning that fight questionably until he, gassed out and he didn't have the cardio and the endurance. So I'm going Charles Jourdain.
Yeah, I'm going to make this quick and easy here. My lock is going to be over 2.5 rounds. I don't think anybody's getting knocked out here. So the problem that Coulibaly had with the Turner fight, what I mentioned before, it was an extreme size difference. I think that he's moving down to his more natural weight here at featherweight. So this fight, at featherweight. And he was fighting at middleweight versus Jalen Turner. So... basically, lightweight, sorry. So basically one weight class above. I think it's going to be a pretty even matchup. I think we're going to see a decision here. So over 2.5 rounds if I have to make a prediction. But if I'm picking a fighter, I'm going to go with Charles Jourdain. Moving on to the sixth fight of the night. Both fighters who shouldn't be fighting in the UFC anymore. Carlos Condit versus Court McGee. Very interesting decision for Dana White to bring back Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit lost his last 5 fights, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
why is he in the UFC?
It's pretty bad. Yeah, both of these guys haven't fought in over.
I mean, look at who
Carlos
Condit lost to. I mean, Robbie Lawler when he was in his prime, Damian Maia, Neil Magny, Alex Oliveira, Michael Chiesa. I mean, all those dudes are dogs.
I mean, they both have pretty...
Thiago Alves, Tyron Woodley. Look at all these fights, man.
I mean, yeah, but Court McGee has some pretty honorable losses, too. Sean Brady is a nasty up-and-comer. Diego Lima, Sean Strickland, Ben Saunders.
Diego Lima's, what is he, the champion right now in Bellator?
He might be. No, he's still in UFC.
No, Diego Lima's in Bellator.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. He was a champion.
Maybe it's a different one.
No, go up. That's him. It's Diego Lima. Was it a different Diego Lima?
Yeah, I think there's two different.
No, that's no way. Yeah, look that up.
Oh, yeah, let's see this right here. What is... Yeah, it's definitely two different Diego Limas. This one has a DH. The other one has it's just straight DI. But who knows?
The other one's just DI? No, the other one's DH too.
Yeah, it's weird. Tapology doesn't really have any of the Bellator fights, but... We're here to talk about Carlos Condit
and
both
not
a
Diego
bunch of
Lima.
fucking trash cans. This fight's going the distance. That's it. And nobody's getting finished here.
Oh, dude, you're absolutely wrong on that. This fight is not going the distance. Carlos Condit is chinny, but he's a dog, and he's coming to fight. So either Carlos Condit is going to knock this guy out, or he's going to get knocked out. There's no room for submission for Carlos Condit, but there is a chance that Court McGee does tap Condit out, because Condit was tapped out in his last fight against Michael Chiesa. But Condit is, he's chinny, so it's not going the distance for sure. It's not going the distance. If I had to pick a winner, I don't know. Who you going?
It's a coin flip.
It's a coin flip. It's 50-50.
Man.
Stay away from this fight.
This is pretty much even odds. Yeah, plus 110 for Carlos Condit, minus 130 Court McGee. I'm gonna go Court McGee.
Let me see Court McGee's last. Who's the last guy he beat?
Last guy he beat, Alex Garcia.
I mean, he lost to Ben Saunders, man.
Yeah, but that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, Ben Saunders has been garbage for years.
Yeah, I mean, it's how is this headlining the prelims?
I'm going Carlos Condit. But my pick would be not to go to the distance.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Moving on to the next fight of the night.
Depressing, bro.
Yeah, we have
my mood's gone.
we have Daquan Townsend. We're gonna bring the mood back right here because we're gonna see a first round finish in this fight. Daquan Townsend versus Duško Todorovic, making his UFC debut. We're gonna start with Duško Todorovic. He is the number one middleweight coming out of Eastern Europe right now.
Yeah. Absolutely
Devastating everybody in his path. First round finishes against decent opponents. 8-1, 10-4, 29-27, a little bit questionable, but his most honorable win was against Michel Pereira in the first round, which was a pretty crazy knockout.
Dude, did you see that guy fight in the Contender Series? We watched it together. We didn't watch it together physically, but we were watching and texting each other. That dude's a dog, man. This dude came in with the meanest leg kicks one of the meanest leg kicks I ever freaking seen, dude. This guy was chomping other guys' legs, got him against the cage, and finished him in the Contender Series. It was filthy.
No, he won by decision, but he should have won by finish.
What?
I think you're talking about Uros Medic. This guy is a totally different guy. I think you have two mixed up guys.
They look alike, though, no?
Yeah, they do.
The other one's bald, though.
Yeah, the other guy is bald.
No, straight bald.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
Either way, this guy...
Daquan Townsend has lost his last
Yeah,
three
I'm thinking of
fights
someone else because it was
UFC.
2020 that he won the Contender Series.
Lost. Didn't really beat anybody honorable. It's just a clear mismatch for me. I think it's going to be a first-round knockout. Daquan Townsend, he's not going to be able to withstand the pressure that Todorovic is going to bring. And I have Duško Todorovic making an emphatic UFC debut.
Yeah, well, supposedly this guy has a
Townsend.
fucking twin, because I was thinking of the wrong guy the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
I saw this guy, and I was like, I don't even have to look him up, because I know who it is. I saw him fight.
Uros Medic is right here. This is the guy that you're
That's the
thinking
guy
about.
with the mean fucking leg kicks.
Oh, yeah, who kicked the guy in the ribs, and we heard it from like three miles away.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, in August.
Yeah, dude. I thought that was him, bro.
No, but I can't wait for this guy's UFC debut. It's going to be fucking insane.
Yeah, well, I mean...
This guy fights in Alaska.
I'm going with Duško Todorovic. Daquan Townsend he's got power in his hands. He doesn't let him go often.
No, he doesn't.
His route to victory would be a fucking stand behind that jab and use his reach. Besides that, Duško's coming forward, getting in the clinch and dogging this dude. So I'm going Duško.
It's over. We're gonna bring it up here. The 8th fight of the night. We have a pretty interesting one as well. Kyler Phillips versus Cameron Else. You want to start this one off, Jordan?
Kyler Phillips. I fucking love his hair. Didn't he just cut it?
Looks like Jesus. No, he's still good. He's gonna rock the braids in the fight.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is another shitty fight.
This is on the main card.
What?
This is on the main card.
Yeah, this card is horrible.
Yeah. How is this shit on the fucking main card, dude? This is insane.
I'm going by fucking looks now, bro. Whoever's more fucking handsome, I'm picking him to win.
Yeah, this is a stay away card for sure.
Yeah, this is. I'm not betting this fight either. This guy beat Gabriel Silva, so I mean that's all right. Who did this guy beat? Cameron Else. He fucking beat Brad Evans, Mark Stevens, Tom Major.
Decent fight win streak. Look at his opponents that he's beating: 0-0, 1-1, 0-0, 4-0, 0-1, 3-14. This guy's gonna lose. It's just such a padded record for this guy. I think the only chance that Cameron Else really has to take down TKO in the first round. Yeah, but I don't think Kyler Phillips is that chinny. Yeah. The odds show for itself. Minus 470
he's never been
Kyler
finished.
Phillips.
He's never been finished.
Yeah. So, great technical fighter. I love his nickname, The Matrix. Yeah, I'm going to go Kyler Phillips by submission in the second round.
Oh, really? I'm going to go the over.
Over 1.5, I believe it is.
Yeah, I'm going the over 1.5.
That's a lock for sure.
But
tough.
this guy's fought padded records, but man, yeah. These are just like
Kyler Phillips.
These are just like you don't have to be a UFC fan to just guess these because they're 50-50.
Yeah.
It's like a coin flip, fucking NFL flip. I'm going Kyler Phillips though, just because I've seen
the odds don't make it seem like a coin flip though.
I've seen Kyler Phillips fight. I haven't seen Cameron Else fight, so I'm going Kyler Phillips.
What do you think? How do you think he's gonna win?
I think it's gonna go over 1.5.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Yeah.
These guys.
I have it surprised.
These fucking last 3 fights are the best fights of the night. They're actually really good fights, so I'm excited for these fights. I'm usually not excited for girl fights, but if there's 2 girl fighters to be excited about, it's Randame and Holm. Those are the 2 girl fighters, and Aldana. I'm fucking Aldana. Julia Pena is a fucking humper. She holds on for dear life and fucking gets on top of you and doesn't do shit. She sucks. I don't think Julia Pena is anything special. To me, she almost lost to Nicole Monteo. It was unanimous, but I mean, honestly, it could have went either way. I watched that fight. It was a boring fight. They were just laying on top of each other. So I'm just gonna steal this. I'm gonna go first. Germany. Honestly, Amanda Nunes had to take her down. She couldn't stand up with her. This girl is a phenomenal striker. She's Dutch. I fucking love her. I'm going D Randame for sure.
Yeah, D Randame has really, really good wins. First round knockout of Aspen Ladd was absolutely fucking absurd.
Raquel Pennington, Holly Holm. I mean, come on.
Great
this guy's
wins.
lost to Amanda Nunes.
Twice. That's pretty. Yeah,
Julia Budd, who was Bellator champion.
Sick, yeah.
Bellator champion until Chris Cyborg took her head off.
Yeah.
But I'm going Randame. This is actually one of my locks of the night.
I think Randame is gonna get the finish
Randame
on
opened
her.
up at plus odds. How? I have no clue. I checked it out earlier this week, and she was fucking underdog. She was plus money. Right now she's minus though. She's definitely favored.
Yeah, minus 150. The
And
money came in on Randame, which is logic.
I think Randame should be like a minus 300. So yeah, I'm going.
76% of the votes go for Randame. 24% of the votes go for Pena. You know what the Ultimate Fighting cappers are going to go with.
There's different. You know why
we're going to go with Randame for sure.
The 24% is thinking Julie Pena is going to be able to hold on to her. There's only so many athletes that could do that, and Amanda Nunes is one of the only few
that can do it.
Juliana Pena is way too slow to even get close to Randame. Randame is going to pick her apart from the outside.
2.5.
Randame is winning.
2.5 reach advantage for Randame and 3 inch height advantage. You can see the clear mismatch.
Yeah, Randame is winning.
Randame by finish in the third round for me. Moving on to the co-main event of the fight of the night tonight. We have Jorgen De Castro versus Carlos Felipe.
I don't know why Jorgen was so gun shy his last fight against Greg Hardy.
He got injured in the second round.
He did with his calf, right?
DC actually called it out, and Greg Hardy picked up on it. Greg Hardy had no idea that Jorgen was injured.
Yeah.
But he heard it from DC, and then
it was his calf.
He
right?
had great calf or foot. Yeah, he could barely.
Foot.
Yeah, it was something with the leg.
Yeah, he could barely walk.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember.
And Greg Hardy had no fucking idea until he heard that DC said, "Oh, De Castro's hurt," and then he just picked up on it and kept a distance.
Yeah.
Great fight IQ from Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Jorgen Castro is usually a dog, man. I mean,
he is a dog.
He was plus money, and he knocked out what's his name?
Justin Tafa or Juan Tafa or something like that.
Yeah, Tafa was minus. I actually bet Tafa that fight to win by knockout, and Jorgen knocked him out in the first round.
Clean. I recommend you watch that knockout.
That was a crazy knockout.
It's one of the cleanest fucking knockouts
ever.
Yeah.
I think
Tafa was charging forward like a bull.
I think Jorgen De Castro is going to be hungry now. He's probably upset with himself that he was so gun shy.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he was hurt, he was still gun shy.
Mm-hmm.
He could have let more out on the table. I think he's going to go out and let his hands go. So I'm going Jorgen De Castro.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jorgen De Castro too. I mean, I wasn't really impressed with Carlos Felipe's performance against Sergey Spivak. I actually bet Carlos Felipe that fight, and I was very, very disappointed with how it ended. I think that it's a very stylistically different matchup for heavyweights. Carlos Felipe is going to maybe try to bring it to the ground, try to keep his distance, try to pick him apart from the range. As you can see,
Castro's Cuban? He's so strong, man. I mean, he's just a dog.
Yeah,
Castro. No, he's from the islands.
Cape Verde, yeah. He's like a Samoan type guy.
Yeah, so I'm going to Castro.
Yeah, Castro by finish here.
My 3 locks are probably my 4 locks.
Well, we're going to get to the locks later.
Yeah.
Let's do Holly Holm here versus Irene Aldana, main event of the evening.
Well, you actually changed my mind on this. Coming in the week, I thought Aldana was going to win, and then I looked at her fights.
You watched Holly Holm's last fight against Raquel Pennington.
Yeah, well, I looked at Holly Holm's competition, which I already knew because I'm a big Holly Holm fan. I saw her competition. I knew she had great competition. Aldana, I thought she's beating more, tough opponents. But, I mean, she lost to Raquel. Holly Holm beat Raquel.
That means nothing in MMA. But.
Yeah, she beat Beth Correa on what Tava, which is an impressive victory. Vanessa Melo, Caitlin Vieira looks so good against, Eubanks. And I thought Eubanks would have done better in that performance. But, she knocked out Caitlin Vieira. She was tagging her up. She was fast.
Caitlin Vieira was putting on the pressure until that one left hook, man.
Yeah, but Aldana was still tagged, piecing her up. So yeah, you changed my mind. Earlier in the week, I was saying Aldana. Then I looked at some highlights of Aldana and her fights. Besides that last fight, the Vieira fight, I wasn't so impressed. Holly Holm, I wasn't so impressed either. She's been tapped out by, Misha Tate, lost to Valentina, which everyone does.
Yeah.
Lost to
Jermaine Durand.
Yeah, which everyone, argued that loss. Lost to Cyborg. She was,
This was arguably when she hit that slump after that loss to Misha Tate.
Yeah. And, but then she beat Megan Anderson, who Megan Anderson's,
She just fought for the title, yeah.
No, she's gonna fight for the title.
Yeah, gonna.
She's gonna fight for the title.
Exactly.
She's,
in December.
Yeah.
I always get her and that other girl mixed up.
Oh, the one who just lost to Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's her name?
Felicia Spencer,
Felicia Spencer. Yeah, Felicia Spencer, I knew she was going to lose that fight. Megan Anderson's a worse matchup because Megan Anderson's a striker. So I'm going, I'm going to go Holly Holm, man. I'm going Holly Holm.
Let's go.
I hope she wins, but the only way that
it's a coin flip fight.
The only way Aldana wins.
Women's MMA.
I think
stay away. People.
Aldana's key to victory would be to take her down, submit her. Other than that, I mean, Holly Holm's in and out. She's bang, 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 out. Bang, 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 out. She's not going to be boxing.
5 rounds?
She's not going to be boxing you. And you know what? I think Holly Holm's been watching a lot of highlights of these fighters lately that have been doing the calf kicks. And Holly Holm is just such a good kicker. She reminds me of a girl Donald Cerrone. Always fighting. It's either,
Even though Donald Cerrone's not a good analogy recently, but a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
with
the switch kicks.
Yeah.
But I'm going, they fought at the same camp, She trains with John Jones.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Holly Holm, but I think her key to victory is gonna be wear those legs out, calf kick, leg kick, calf kick, leg kick. Get Aldana slow because Aldana's real bouncy. So is Holly Holm, and then that's it.
I'm gonna fade you here. I'm gonna go with Irene Aldana.
So we're switching.
I was on Holly Holm at the beginning of the week, but then I was really looking at Irene Aldana's power and everything. She puts everything into those hooks, man. They're dangerous, and Holly Holm has been viciously knocked out before, and I think it could happen again. The only way I see Holly Holm getting a clear path to victory if she takes down Aldana early and makes her presence known and kind of wears Aldana out. So the cardio, obviously Holly Holm's cardio.
If Aldana wins, I'm gonna say I told you, and if Holm wins, you're gonna say you told me.
Yeah, so
we're switching up right now.
So that's what's gonna happen. We'll see who is the asshole at the end of the day. All right, we got our locks here.
Yeah.
I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go with Dusko Todorovic as my lock. Kyler Phillips, Cameron Else over 1.5 rounds. And I'm going to go with Jordan Williams and Casey Kenny. Those are my 4 locks for this week.
All right, I'm going Casey Kenny. I'm going Jorgen Castro, Jermaine Durandame. Those are my 3 locks.
All right, guys. Beautiful card here.
Until next time.
We had a little slip up last card, but we're coming back hard and heavy for this one.
Yeah. Hopefully, Holly Holm wins.
Ultimate Fighting Cappers. Peace.
Peace.